Greetings and namaste. My name is Keelan Riley, and today we're going to be walking through a mindfulness yoga practice to mostly work on the hips and the hamstrings. Please make sure that you're listening to your body at all times and conscious of what your body's saying yes to and when your body asks you to modify. For this practice, it's suggested to have a block. You can use something creative if you don't have a block at home, and then also a strap. Using a long towel also can work, or a resistance band, or whatever you might have available to you. I'm going to start by lying down on our back, placing the block underneath the sacrum bone. So think tailbone, think glutes, not the lumbar spine. And then go ahead and scoot the feet open a little wider than hip distance and allowing the thighs to come into touch. Slide the hands on top of the hips or to the low belly. Close the eyes. Begin to draw your attention inwards and downwards, pulling awareness away from the busyness of the mind and into the sensory experience of the physical body. Begin to notice the breath. At first, doing little to change or direct the breath, but rather to be a witness to the body's experience of breath. Noticing the rises and falls. Expansions and contractions. And the subtle movement through the rib tissues. Observing where the breath seems to flow with ease, gracefulness. And also to lovingly notice where the body feels a little resistant to the nurturing of breath. Observing those places in your own body where you might hold a little bit of tension or tightness today. You're not creating anything. You're just tuning into what your body already knows. And is the belly responding to the movement of breath? And how do the hips and low back feel in relationship to breathing? Just notice. And then perhaps to allow it to come to your awareness of how the breath may have organically shifted on its own just because you've paused to pay attention. Now open the knees, ground the feet, engage the pelvic floor to lift the hips, slide the block off to the side, releasing the hips fully to the ground. Take a moment to windshield wiper the thigh bones left to right. Find neutral. Lengthen through the tip of the tailbone and through the base of your skull. Create a slight engagement in the pelvic floor. As you inhale, begin to lift the pelvis, stretch and reach the arms up and above the head. As you exhale, lengthen through your hamstrings, your thighs, your tailbone as you release back to the ground. Inhale, lengthening the pelvis, lengthening through the spine. Reach the arms, open up the lungs. And exhale, stay engaged. Slowly release back to the earth. One more time, gentle bridge pulses. Now this last round, keep the hips lifted but release the arms. You're not going for your deepest bendy bridge, just enough to build stability in the pelvis. Spread the toes, lengthen your thighs, lengthen your hamstrings, and lengthen your tailbone. As you inhale, engage the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. As you exhale, soften the hips ever so slightly. Inhale, internal engagement. Exhale, lengthen through all of your bones. One more breath to subtle movement. And then slowly release the hips back to the ground. Take a moment to join the soles of the feet together. Let the knees and thighs butterfly open, noticing any resistance you may naturally feel inside the hips. Careful not to judge or resist, but just notice the feeling as it is. Release, bring the knees up to your shoulders. Slide the hands to the pinky toes. Take a moment to find your happy baby pose, rocking side to side. Release the left foot to the ground. Grab your strap. Place it to the ball of the right foot or just underneath the toes. Begin to lengthen through both sides of the legs. Flexing the heel, draw the toes towards your face. And then pointing through the toes. Flex the heel, point through the toes. Do this a few more times, waking up the calf and creating circulation in the ankle, the foot, and all the little bones of the joints. Tone the navel, lengthen through the back of your leg. As you inhale, press the leg away from your body. As you exhale, hug it in. Inhale, draw it away. Exhale, gently pull it in, using breath to movement, acknowledging the hamstrings, acknowledging the stabilization in the right hip, affirming each breath. When you get to this last one, hold it in neutral. Begin to sway the right foot side to side. Keep a rooted intention in the sacrum bone, stabilizing both sides of the hips. Windshield wiper that leg. Option to extend the left leg straight out. Now come to neutral spine. You can keep that left leg extended or bend the knee if your body asks you to. As you inhale, bend your right knee. As you exhale, send the heel towards the ceiling. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Continue moving with your breath, your pulse, your rhythm. When you get to this last one, hold it at the top. You can stay here or grab the strap a little higher, draw it towards your body. Option to open slightly off to the side. If your body asks you to, bend that left knee, stabilizing the left foot to the floor. Slowly release, extending the left leg. Take your right knee over to the left side of the body. Relax the right shoulder and drop the chin towards your heart. Enjoy the sound of your breath. Come back to center. Bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Bending that right knee open, coming into resting tree pose. Release the inner right hip. Bring the left foot to meet the right foot. Relax the inner thighs and hips, noticing the slight difference in sensation, perhaps in one side compared to the other. Just notice. knees up to your shoulders. Return to happy baby pose. Option to rock side to side, pressing the low back into the floor. Release the right foot, placing that strap to the ball of the left foot. Just underneath the toes, even out the strap. Extend through both sides of the legs. Ground down through the right hip and through the sacrum bone. Begin to point the toes forward and back, creating some flexion and extension, waking up the ankle joint, some mobility in the toes. And then hold it in neutral. Belly comes in, stabilizing the low back. Inhale, press the leg away from the body. Exhale, hug it in. Inhale, go out. Exhale, draw it in. Moving at the graceful rhythm and tone of your breath. Sensing the energy through the left hip and through the left leg. Feeling the sensation through the left hamstrings on each side of the movement. When you get to this last one, pause and then you're going to hold it in neutral. Belly comes in as you sway that left leg edge to edge, exploring the inner and outer edges. Option to extend that bottom leg. Come back to neutral spine. Tone the navel in and up. As you inhale, bend that left knee. As you exhale, straighten the leg. Pull it in. Press it long. Moving at your rhythm. Smoothing, massaging the back of the left leg, creating some mobility in that left knee joint. Keep the stability in that left ankle, using the support of your strap. When you get to your last one, hold it here. Option to reach and grab the strap a little higher. If your body needs to, bend that bent right knee and place the right foot on the floor. Draw the leg towards your body or slightly off to the side. From here, hug the knee into your chest. Extend that bottom leg. Take a spinal twist. Left knee over to the right shore of your body. Soften the gut. Relax into the breath. Enjoy the stillness in the bones. Come to neutral, finding that resting tree pose. Sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh. Make the arms big. Relax to restore. Bring the right foot to meet the left foot. A momentary pause back in butterfly posture, noticing each side. Hug the knees into your chest. You can drop that strap off to the side. Bring your forehead and kneecaps towards one another. Roll over to one side of your body. With the belly in, gently push yourself up into a seat. Extending both legs straight out. Taking a soft bend in the knees, a gentle flex in the heels. Grab your strap. Place it back to that space underneath the toes. Make sure that your shoulders are away from the head as you relax the eyes and draw the navel in towards your spine. As you inhale, fill into your armpits. As you exhale, lengthen through the little bones of your neck. Inhale, breathe into the side body ribs. Exhale, lengthen through the thoracic spine. And inhale, breathing into the bottom chambers of your lungs. Exhale, lift the ribs away from the crest of the pelvis. Now draw your belly button to kiss your top of your thighs. Keep hugging the shoulders away from the head. Keep those knees bent for now. We're just working on spinal extension for the moment. Inhale, you fill. Exhale, lengthen through your low back. Draw forward ever so slightly. Inhale, breathe into the back of your heart. Exhale, lengthen the little bones behind your neck. Inhale, breathe all sides of the ribs. Exhale, draw forward even more. Tone the navel, rise it tall. Now straighten through the legs, hugging the shoulders away from the head. Flex the heels, drawing the heels slightly above the floor. Sit tall without hinging forward, activating the backs of your legs, keeping that stability in the base of the pelvis. Enjoy your breath. And slowly release, placing the hands off to the side. Bend the knees, open the feet wide, and a moment to rock side to side. From here, mermaiding both knees over to your left, bringing the right foot over to the back side of the right hip. Belly comes in as you ground down through the pelvis, sit tall through the spine. Inhale, stretch and reaching your right arm up. Exhale, taking a lateral extension. Inhale, fills the bottoms of the ribs. Exhale, moving the pelvis and floating ribs into opposite spaces. Stay grounded into that right hip. Belly comes in. Allow the breath to be soft. Tone the navel and inhale, rise it up. Sitting tall through the spine. Find your breath. From here, placing the right foot in front of the left, coming into a simple cross-leg position. Sit tall through the body. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, twist to your right. Belly comes in, folding into that right thigh. Inhale, look out. Exhale, lengthen. Walk your hands over to center. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, fold. Belly comes in, rise it up, taking that right leg over to the right edge. Flex the heel, level the pelvis. Left arm reaches up. Inhale, you fill. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, fills the belly. Exhale, lengthen through the spinal body. Relax into the bottom of the right leg as you continue using the breath to create internal space through your spine. Belly comes in, fold center again. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, move the ribs away from the pelvis, drop into the floor. Inhale, breathe. Exhale, decompress. Belly comes in and body rises up. Now taking your right leg straight out in front of you, the sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh. A micro bend in the right knee. Sit tall through the ribs and tiptoe the fingertips forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, lengthen to fold. Option to use your strap. Option to begin straightening through that bottom leg. Inhale, you fill. Exhale, enjoy a softer fold. Belly comes in and body rises up. Extending out that left leg. A momentary pause to sit tall through the spine. Flexing the heels, drawing the toes towards your face. Root down to the hips. Maybe those heels are so flexed they slightly elevate above the earth. Notice a different sensation in one side compared to the other. Just notice. Coming back into a mermaid seat, opposite side. Your right foot in front of you, the left foot behind you. Level at the hips. Gaze the eyes down the bridge of the nose. Draw the belly in, telling your spine I support you. Inhale, stretch and reach the left arm. Exhale, lateral extension. Inhale, breathe into the bottom lobes. Exhale, create internal space. Belly comes in and inhale to rise. Walk the hands forward. Release into the hips. Move the ribs away from the pelvis. Soften into the heart space. Tone the navel and inhale you rise. Bringing that left foot into simple cross-leg position. Ground down through the pelvis. Rise up through the base of the skull. Inhale, stretch and reach the arms. Exhale, big twist to your left. Draw the belly in, massaging the gut. Fold into that left thigh. Level and ground that right hip. Inhale, you fill. Exhale, lengthen and soften. Body comes forward. Inhale, lift through your heart space. Exhale, fold it to the earth. Tone the navel and inhale, you rise up. Take your left leg over to the left shore. Flexing through the heel, spreading through the toes. Ground down into the tailbone. Inhale, reach that right arm up. Exhale, side extension. Find your breath. Tone the navel, fold it center. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, fold it deep. Belly comes in and breath guides you up. Extend the left leg straight out. Sole of the foot to the inside of the left thigh. Start with a micro bend in the left knee. Tone the navel. Inhale, you fill. Exhale, tiptoe forward, lengthening each of the vertebrae. Stay here. Option to grab your strap and option to push through that left heel. Make sure that you're not compromising the spine in order to activate a hamstring stretch. Always make sure the spine is long and then lengthen through that leg. Tone the navel and inhale, rise up, extending both legs out. Flex the heels, spreading toes. Sit tall the spine. Enjoy your posture. A momentary pause to sense the relationship between hamstrings and posture. If you find any compression in the spine or you're hinging forward, bend the knees. Otherwise, tiptoe the hands forward again. Option to use your strap again. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, you fold. And use your breath. Inhale, rise it up. Sit tall through the spine. I think you know what's next. Opening to a 90-degree straddle. Doesn't need to be wider than that. Option to grab a blanket if you wish to slide it underneath your hips. Flexing both heels. Spreading all 10 toes. Draw the belly in. Sitting as tall through your postural body as your spine will allow for the moment. Soft gaze down to the heart as you open up the occipital ridge at the base of your skull. Now you can stay right here, enjoying the stability in your legs, your pelvis to support your posture. If your body says yes, please, option to begin tiptoeing forward. Lengthen as you inhale. Find extension in the spine as you exhale. Inhale, come out a little bit, and then exhale, you fold. And belly comes in and breath guides the body up. Finding your way back into a postural seat. Enjoy your space. Coming into a seated posture of your choice. Level at the pelvis. Rise up through the vertebra. And a momentary pause to enjoy the support of your hips and your spine. Notice breathing in relationship to your postural space. Now you're welcome to sit here for as long as you need or wish. If you'd like to complete this short practice with a simple Shavasana, go ahead and find your way there. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. Namaste.